Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Giving all praises, all glory, and all honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Giving double honors to my apostles and my elders at Great Millstone who were well, and peace and salutations to all you Akim out there preaching this truth throughout the four corners of the earth with truth and sincerity in your hearts. And for the love of the gospel, all right? This is the brother Shamar Yah.
Hashem Yah.
With another lesson. And this lesson is going to be about the sisters Mary and Martha, all right? And the focus on focusing on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So without further ado, this is Luke 10 and 38.
38?
Yep.
Okay. All right, now it came to pass, as they went, that he may enter into the certain village, and a certain woman named Martha received him unto her house. And she had a sister called Mary, which also sat at Yahweh's feet, and heard his word. But Martha was cumbered about much serving. You want to look that up?
I mean, I'm get the NLT.
We know what it is, but edification
worried, distracted. 10:30. I'm getting the NLT. The NLT says. This is Luke 10 and 40. It says, but Martha was distracted by the big dinner she was preparing. She came to Yahushua and said, Lord, doesn't it seem unfair to you that my sister just sits here while I do all the work? Tell her to come and help me. So the word cumbered, real quick. And in Strong's it says to draw around, to draw away, to distract. All right. To be driven about mentally, to be distracted, to be overoccupied, too busy about a thing. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, but Martha was distracted. Yep.
Okay. We live off at 40.
All right. Okay. And it says, he said, but Martha was cumbered about much serving, and came to him and said, Lord, doest thou not care that my sister hath left me to serve alone? Bid her therefore that she may help me. And Yahushua answered and said unto her, Martha, Martha, thou art careful and troubled about many things, but one thing is that is needful, and Mary hath chosen that good part which shall not be taken away from her.
So I mean, the NLT says, but Lord said unto her, my dear Martha, you are worried and upset over all these details. There is only one thing worth being concerned about. Mary has discovered it, and it will not be taken away from her. So with this little passage, Martha, you can see that she is doing a very good service, right? Because we all know what the scriptures talk about when the scriptures say when you doing good to a godly man, right? Let's get there real quick, because Martha's service was needful, feeding and taking care of the men of the Lord, especially Yahushua, right, is a very good and good deed and a good service in the eyes of the Lord. This is the book of Matthew 6 and 33. Let's grab that real quick.
6 and 33.
Okay.
Stuck it. Okay, yes.
I'm sorry. Yeah, 10 and 42. I'm sorry. 10 and 42.
10 and 42.
Matthew's 10 and 42. Okay. Last verse.
10. He said, and whosoever shall give to drink.
It started with the 41.
It's like it.
It started 40. He that receiveth
40.
You receiveth me. Yeah, 40. 40 is good.
All right. It said Matthew's 10 and 40. He that receiveth you receiveth me, and he that receiveth me receiveth him that sent me.
Because she already received the Lord. Right. Go ahead.
All right. He that receiveth a prophet in the name of a prophet shall receive a prophet's reward. And he that receiveth a righteous man in the name of a righteous man shall receive a righteous man's reward. And whosoever shall give to drink unto one of these little ones a cup of cold water only in the name of a disciple, verily I say unto you, he shall in no wise lose his reward.
So she had a reward. Her reward and her service that for the men of the Lord, was right there. But she was so cumbered about or distracted and worried about all of these details and concerns that she was missing her blessing. She was not understanding a lot that the Lord had her in. And likewise with brothers in the truth. Sometimes in this truth, man, Satan can deter your attention away from Yahweh Shem Yahushai by being cumbered about with many things. You know, whether it be service to the brothers, whether it be at your job, whether it be in your household, whether it be hell going around about you. Because what thing you gotta go revert back to the book of Luke 22. Let me get a scripture real quick. This is the book of Luke. Luke 22. Luke 22 and 30.
Look what?
I don't know. I gotta find it. 30. 33. Okay, it's not 22. I think it's Luke. It's Luke. I don't know exactly what the scripture says. This is Luke. Let me just Google it. I've been Satan. (22 and 31). 22 and 31. This is Luke 22 and 31. It says, "And the Lord said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan hath desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat. But I have prayed for thee, that thy faith fail not, and when thou art converted, strengthen thy brethren." So you can get that word sift. In 22 and 31, it says, sorry, to sift you.
You gonna get it?
I'm getting it now. It says to sift, to shake and to sieve, figuratively, by inward agitation, to try one's faith to the verge of overthrow. So Satan's job is to sit there and agitate you inwardly to get you to overthrow your faith. And that is by way of what? Distractions. You know, looking at everything else going around about you, because you have a duty to uphold and to be focused. Like Mary. Mary was focused on the Lord's words. And in this current time we're in, how do we focus on the Lord's words? By reading, by studying, giving attention to the word and the gospel, and doing these lessons mainly. Okay. You know, and preaching the word, because it said, when thou art converted, strengthen thy brethren. How do we strengthen our brethren? By doing these lessons, doing these videos, preaching the word, right? So sometimes you can get distracted. I'm speaking from experience. Sometimes you can get distracted with things going on about your life, and you can deter your attention away from what? Doing these videos, reading, studying, you know, giving attention to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So you got to focus on that good part that Mary was focusing on, but also focus on the spirit, because Martha's lot was mighty too. She just wasn't spiritual enough to discern, because she was focused on all of the other distractions that Satan had her focused on. Let's get
I got something.
What you got?
This she had leaned on to her own understanding. This is Proverbs 3. I'm gonna start at 5. He said, "Trust in the Lord with all thy heart, and lean not unto your own understanding." Verse 6, "In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path." All right, be not wise in thy own eyes, fear the Lord, and depart from evil. So, so she, her eyes just, she just was, she was focused on the wrong thing. Like you said, Satan can actually get in and creep in, man, and Satan creates doubt.
Yep.
Like, you in there, she's in there preparing foods. Like, look, see, your sister ain't doing nothing. She ain't helping you.
Yep.
You getting all mad.
Yep.
And shit.
That's Satan in your ear. And then she should have been combating Satan with the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, saying like what the Lord said. You know, he that give a prophet water to drink shall receive a prophet's reward. And then there's another one right here in let's get Matthew 6 and 19 real quick. Matthew 6 and 19.
And it says, Matthew 6 and 19, lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal.
Exactly. So she was laying up a treasure in heaven by fixing or serving the men of the Lord. All right, go ahead.
All right.
For
your treasure is, he said, where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. He said, the light of the body is the eye.
And what's the focus of the eye? I'm sorry, what's the function of the eye? Is to focus.
It's focus.
And to look. All right, to be focused on. Go ahead.
If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light.
And that's that spiritual eye, your mind. You know, the light of the body is the eye. The light is representation of the. Let me get an NLT. It says your eye is a lamp that provides light for your body. When your eye is good, your whole body is full of light, and the light representation of what? The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Go ahead.
Yeah. He said, but therefore, he said, but if thy eye, be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness.
Yep.
If therefore the light that is in thee be darkness, now great is that darkness. How great is that darkness?
How great is that darkness, man? So basically, you worried about all of these other things and you being distracted on all of these little details, man. That's you giving Satan room to come in, right, and to sift you, and to take away the treasure you're storing in heaven, because you may be doing a mighty act, but you blocking your own blessing, man.
Yeah.
You know, like Martha was. Go ahead. You could jump to 33.
Right, and 33 says, but seek ye first the kingdom of the power, and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you.
Exactly. So you gotta seek the Lord first, man. And that first is very important. Seek the kingdom of Yahweh above all else and live righteously, and he will give you everything you need. Exactly, man, because focusing on Yahweh Shem Yahushua is the essence of the truth. And if you serving Yahweh Shem Yahushua, that means you're gonna be serving his men, right? Or the men above you and the men under you. All right, this is a service thing. Go to Matthew 25 and 34. And that's all I had.
Matthew 25?
Matthew 25 and 34.
Okay. Alrighty, it says, it's like 34. Matthew 25 and 34. Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, come, ye blessed of the Father, inherit the kingdom.
I'm sorry, go start.
33?
No, I think you started 34. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I just started 33.
No, 34 is cool. Okay. He's going to go on down to 40.
All right. Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, come, ye blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom. Prepare for you from the foundation of the world. 35. For I was hungered, and ye gave me meat. I was thirsty, and ye gave me drink. I was a stranger, and ye took me in. Naked, and naked, and ye clothed me. I was sick, and ye visited me. I was in prison, and ye came unto me. Then shall the righteous answer him, saying, Lord, when saw we thee a hungered, and fed thee, or thirst, and gave thee drink? When saw we thee a stranger, and took thee in, or naked, and clothed thee? Or when saw we thee sick or in prison, and came unto thee? And the king shall answer and say unto them, verily I say unto you, insomuch as ye have done unto one of the least of these, my brethren, ye have done it unto me.
God, that's the point, man. When you commit a service unto the men of the Lord, that's equivalent to doing it to the Lord himself. And that's how you're supposed to be looking at your service toward Yahweh Shem Yahushua. When we do these lessons and these video epistles, man, we're not only strengthening the body and strengthening our brethren, but we're also serving Yahweh Shem Yahushua by strengthening the body and by strengthening our brethren, exhorting our brothers. Which is
really which is the modern day sacrifice.
Exactly.
We're not using bullocks or doves to sacrifice.
Yep.
We're sacrificing our time.
Yeah.
And the scripture says, what she should have been focusing on is every little thing is towards the Lord. You do it, it's towards the Lord. We get
what you got?
Ecclesiastes 9 and 10. Because when you do things, man, you're supposed to do it with all your might. If she would have just stepped it up, even if she was doing the work, at the end, the Lord could have blessed her with whatever, oh man, and you can hear.
Yeah.
We be in brother in the we be in the main houses sometimes working and doing whatever, and you might not hear everything, but like I said, if you well studied, the Lord's gonna bring stuff back to you. He's not gonna let you miss nothing, man. You're not gonna miss nothing. That's the world's thinking. Oh man, if you don't go to this event, you're gonna miss out. You ain't gonna miss out on nothing, man. You gonna miss. The Lord got whatever's for you is for you, man.
Yep.
All right. This is Ecclesiastes 9. Is it 10?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's 10. He said, whatsoever whatsoever thy hand findeth to do, do it with all thy might.
Mm-hmm.
For there is no work, nor device, nor knowledge, nor wisdom in the grave, neither whether thou goest.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so whatever the Lord put your hand to do it, man. Like I said, you do it. It was still to the Lord because they were in there they were in there, and the Lord was ministering.
Mm-hmm.
But you was doing a service also.
Yep, it was.
It was a needful thing to be done.
She was ministering because ministering means service, and she was doing a service, but she was focused on somebody else's service. Why are you focusing on his service?
Yeah.
When you supposed to be focusing on yours, man.
Yeah. See, but that's a prime example. That's what that was. That was Satan.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to rebuke Satan with the word, man.
That's right.
We do it all day. And that's practice.
It's practice
Because we have to know that when Satan is, what I'm saying, and that's what we do, man. Hey, I love that song. We fall down when we get up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we do. That's what we do daily. That's not a one-time thing. That's every day, all day.
Them church songs, they going off. They got a zeal though.
They got a zeal.
In that same song, it said, "Grateful, grateful."
Yeah.
Because you gotta be grateful, man.
You gotta be grateful, yeah. Because hey, guess what, man? Because the Lord giving you the strength to even be able to do that. And we teach brothers that. Because guess what? All brothers, I know in our camp, all brothers participating in preparing meals or doing things. You know what I'm saying? I did it for countless amount of brothers. Guess what, man? The Lord, some type of way, He provides enough. We'd be like, man, we don't think this is enough. Go get some more food. We're like, no, man, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do whatever. Hey, man, put forth the effort, man. The Lord is gonna take over, man.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to worry about that.
All right, one more before we close up. Romans 12:1.
Who?
Romans 12:1. This is Romans 12:1.
12, verse 1. All right.
Yep.
This is Romans 12:1. He said, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the power, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, beautiful, wholly acceptable unto the power, which is your reasonable service.
And how do we be a living sacrifice? By giving our life, our possessions, our time, our essence. Scripture says, no greater glory have I found than this, that a man lay down his life for his brothers and his friends. And that's physically, because that's what the Lord did. He laid down his life, but he also laid down his life, his living life, by commending his actions to the body, by the teaching and the ministry, man. Without him going out there, he was raising up the righteous, and then he was giving the wicked no more cloak for their maliciousness, man. They had no covering for their sins because what? They heard it. With the verse 2.
Yeah, verse 2, he said, be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
And what does this world think about, giving your life for somebody? Oh, what do I get in return?
Yeah.
Or what do I get? What's in it for me? Which it is something in it for you, but that's not even your focus. The focus is not, I really don't like this brother like that, but I'm only doing it to get delivered. That ain't the mindset to be in, because then the Lord will cast your ass out. They ain't how the Lord. They don't want nobody like that in the chariot. Go ahead.
It says that ye may prove that which is good and acceptable and perfect will of the power.
Exactly, the perfect will of the house. So your Abba Bashim Yahushua wants your mind right. Yeah, you get your mind right, like Elder Napa always say. Get your mind right, So because you can do a righteous action, but your mind ain't in the right place. Your heart ain't in it. If like you said, when you do something, you gotta do it with all thy might. Part of doing it with all thy might is having the correct understanding of why you're doing it. But Lord willing, man, this lesson was edifying. You got anything else?
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and read 4:3.
Mm-hmm.
He said, for I say through the grace given unto me to every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think, but to think soberly according to the power have dealt to every man the measure of faith, right?
Yep, every man a measure of
Because
faith.
she thought herself more high. Well, why she get why
Yep.
I got to do this and she
Yep.
don't.
Con.
You know what I'm saying? Don't think of yourself like I'm the slave. I was watching a movie yesterday. The dude, that movie Mo, he a Palestinian dude, he a comedian, and his sister, his woman had went to go ask her girlfriend for some money. To help her business. She ain't actually asking for the money because she said she's getting so much work, she needs to start another business. So the friend was gonna lend her $100,000, and then she said they got the agreement. Yeah, he's gonna lend me the money, but then she was giving a little get together, and when she was giving the get together, the friend said, "Oh girl, could you go do blah blah for me and blah blah," and the friend did it. She went and did it. And then her boyfriend came, the dude Mo came in and said, "Damn," he said, "You get the money, or you got to be a fucking servant to do it, to get the money."
Yeah.
And then she was out with the guests and drinking wine and hobnobbing with the people. And she went and told her, she said, "Oh, sister, could you go check on the sister in the oven?"
Yeah.
And she made her feel like a fucking, because she was Mexican.
Yeah,
So she really felt fucked up about it, So she felt entitled because she was lending her the money, so she kind of made her a servant. Saying that's how the world makes you think. You know what I'm saying? If you lend me the money, yeah, I'm gonna go do it. But she kept doing little shit. And the chick was East Indian.
Oh yeah.
But the world can make you think like that too. When you're in a situation with brothers, you can't think like the world. Don't think like because a brother might say, "Hey brother, can you go do such. Oh yeah, come on, brother, I got you."
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Not, "Oh man, man, brother, think I'm a fucking slave." Don't think like the world, man.
Man, this brother always want my help. Man.
Yeah.
Why you always asking me? Ask somebody else.
That's why the word says to think soberly minded, according to the faith that the power He given us, man. Think soberly minded. Oh man, the brother, whatever a brother need, man. You just supposed to be there, man. Service, like you said, service is
I got the word soberly.
Go ahead.
Soberly means to be of a sound mind.
Mm-hmm.
It says to be in one's right mind, to exercise self-control. You're not in your right mind if you're telling, like, if Satan in your head, or you in your thoughts like, "Man, I'm always helping this brother. Why does brother always need my help?" Or you should be looking at like, "Man, I got me another blessing. Give me another blessing."
Yeah,
man.
and what the word say? The word says, man, help her. Man, you help a brother, man. If brother tells you to go somewhere, man, go 70 times 7, man.
Yeah,
that's a lot of times. That's a lot.
It said, if how many times I'm supposed to forgive him? 70 times 7.
Yeah, 70 times 7. Yeah.
You talking about if a brother asks you to walk a mile,
walk a
with
mile.
him 20.
Yeah, I'm looking tomorrow.
But you are supposed to. If a brother asks you to do something, you're supposed to give him double.
Yeah, bro.
Because why? You reap a good reward in heaven.
Yeah.
That's you storing your treasures in heaven.
And these are brothers we talk about, not the fucking world. Because the world will, believe me, the world will do that shit. I was making that analogy because that's how the world thinks. In that episode of that movie, that's how the world thinks.
Okay.
And she was doing. They actually got into it after that.
Mm-hmm.
She was doing it. She was like, "Damn, you lent me the money, but damn, I didn't think you were gonna make me a fucking maid."
Yeah.
Afterward, because she kept doing, and the reason why she felt offended because she did it in front of her friend. She said, "Damn, you could have just." She said, "Well, I didn't know I had to put it to the side to tell you to go check on something in the oven," but she made her feel inferior.
Yeah.
You know
She actually because a brother wouldn't do that.
Could you go check on something?
Yeah.
Blah blah.
Hey, bro, get that. Making a brother purposely, because if a brother tell you to do something, he doesn't mean to make you feel inferior, but he has said it in a manner that's like forward. Because you got some brothers that's just like real direct and straight to the point. We ain't supposed to be emotional either.
Yeah.
But at the same time, as the brother, you ain't supposed to be what do you call it? Condescending to another brother just to make him feel low.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We're not tyrants.
That shit off.
And we always try to operate in the spirit through all things, man.
Yeah. So this says being one's right mind. That's part of being in one's right mind, having the right attitude.
Yeah.
It says to exercise self-control, to put a moderate estimate on oneself, to think of one's self soberly, to curb one's passion. All right, so that sober mind is basically having self-control and being in your right mind. And being in your right mind is what? Thinking about Yahweh Shem Yahushua as you do things. Combating Satan, because Satan's gonna invade. That's his job, to test you. But you gotta fight. You gotta fight with the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That's our sword. They said what? The sword of the spirit, which is the word of God.
That's right.
But you got anything else?
That's it.
Amen. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the elect of Israel, and until next time, shalom.
Shalom.